So, as promised, you guys are going to get the notes for 5.2, use linear equations in slope-intercept form. So let's go over some of the vocabulary. We have the y-intercept, which is b, which you guys know that. It's 0. B is the order pair that you know. It's where the line crosses the y-axis. Slope is m. It's the rate of change. M, the equation for it is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. You guys have been telling me this over and over for the past week and a half, if not more. Delta, you guys know that because of physics, and you guys have been telling me that in class as well. So delta y over delta x just means the change of y over change of x. Slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. In today's lesson, this is the key concept. This is what we're going to be doing. This is honestly the hardest problem that you will be facing. So, write an equation of slope-intercept form of the line containing the points 4, -3, and 2, -1. First thing you have to do is find the slope, because you have to have the slope in order to write an equation in slope-intercept form. You guys can all do that. They came out to be -2. I always throw in the step of choosing the point, because you only need to have one point in order to do this. So choose a point. They chose 2, 1. Figuring out which is x, figuring out which is y, and then plugging it in. So y was 1, slope was -2, b was 2 plus b, solving it. The count was b was 5, and then plugging it in. Y equals -2x plus 5. That's it. So let's take a look at one of the problems. This one, you don't even need to find the slope because the slope is given to you. So write an equation of the line that passes through the point -1, 3 and has a slope of 4. Well, if you're already given the point and you're already given the slope, then really all you need is to know what slope-intercept form is. So what is slope-intercept form? Y equals mx plus b. And then you just plug in what you know. So the -1 is x, the y is 1, slope is m, plug it in. If y is 3, slope is -4, and x is -1, we can easily find b just by solving now. So 3 equals +4, because negative times a negative is positive, plus b, and then we can subtract 4 from both sides. B is -1, and then we can plug it in. Y equals -4x plus -1, or I can even write it as y equals -4x minus 1. All right, that's all there is to it. All there is to this part of the problem. So pause the video before you go on to the next slide, and then check out your answer, okay? So pause the video, do the next slide, and then check out the answer. Okay, so assuming you pause the video, if you were to do this, you would have plugged it in, and you would have came up with y equals 2x plus -9, or y equals 2x minus 9. Those are the exact same thing. All right, so that is part 1. We'll get on to part 2.